Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodioxpro.com. Now I'm sure you've heard that Canon has finally come out with their brand new mirrorless full-frame camera system. Now it's no surprise that with this new camera system comes a brand new lens mount. Canon is calling it the RF mount system. And while they're building up this new library of new lens mounts, they really want to offer something to photographers who have already invested heavily in Canon, and so they're making a lens adapter for photographers and filmmakers to use their existing Canon EF lenses on the new RF system. And this is great for Canon users who want to go mirrorless, but don't want to lose access to all their great old Canon EF glass. What really caught our eye though was a special drop-in filter version of this adapter that Canon announced. It'll come with either a variable ND filter or a CPL filter that you can actually drop into the adapter between your Canon EF lens and your Canon EOS R camera. And the reason this caught our eye is that Fotodiox has actually been offering adapters like this for years with the ND Throttle, Polar Throttle, and DLX stretch adapters. Now we don't offer a Canon EOS R version of this adapter currently, but we do carry it for most other camera mounts, including Canon EOS, Nikon, Micro Four Thirds, Sony E-mount, and Fuji X. The ND Throttle is a lens adapter with a built-in variable ND filter. You can cut from 1 to 8 stops of light, and all you have to do is turn this ring to darken the filter and cut how much light is coming through the lens and hitting the sensor of your camera. So this is a great filter for if you're shooting outside and it's really bright out and you want to shoot with your lens wide open, but you're shooting video, so you need, that slower shutter speed, a 50th of a second. This is great for that because it's cutting how much light's coming through, which means you can shoot wide open like f2.8 in bright sunlight. So get that really nice shallow depth of field video and not overexpose your scenes. This is also great if you're shooting outside in bright sunlight and you want to do a long exposure. You might stop down to like f22, but even at f22 in a bright sunny day, you're not going to be able to do a very long exposure. So all you have to do is darken the variable ND built into the adapter to cut the amount of light coming through your lens so you can shoot a much longer exposure and get beautiful blurred water or just get a really beautiful sense of movement, like if there are cars or people walking. This is a great tool for that. So basically any situation where there's a lot of light, the ND Throttle is a key adapter to have in your arsenal. We also offer an auto version of the ND Throttle, and basically what this does is it allows you to mount Canon EF lenses onto your Sony E-mount camera and maintain electronic control of the autofocus and aperture of the Canon EF lens, while also introducing the variable ND filter built in the middle. So this is really, really great. Not only do you have the ability to cut the light entering your lens, you also have the ability to control the autofocus of your lens. Our DLX stretch adapters give you similar exposure control with drop-in ND filters. You just basically take the ND filter and you drop it into the back of the adapter and it sticks in there with a magnet. And it's actually a very strong magnet. You have to kind of give it a really hard tap to pop it out. Each kit comes with an ND4, ND8, and ND16 filter, and each adapter also has a built-in helicoid focus. So you just twist this ring and you can actually make your lens focus closer on a subject than it's actually able to by itself. So this adapter actually gives extra functionality to your lens. Not only do you have drop-in filters to control the exposure, you also can focus close up. You can shoot macro photography like this. The Polar Throttle adapter is similar to the ND Throttle, except instead of a variable ND filter built into the adapter, it has a built-in circular polarizer filter, which allows you to cut haze and reflections from your scene. It's great for removing reflections from water like this, or other surfaces like glass or a car surface. And it also helps you to darken your skies and kind of make your images just have a little more vibrancy and pop to them. One really important thing to remember about all the adapters that we've looked at today is they're designed to mount non-native lenses onto native cameras. So for instance, you could put a Nikon lens onto a Sony E-mount camera or a Canon lens onto a Micro Four Thirds camera. These lens adapters are not designed to mount a native lens on a native camera, and that's key to remember. So for instance, you wouldn't be able to mount a Sony E-mount lens onto a Sony E-mount camera, because by adding that extra space between your native lens and native camera, you'd be losing the ability to focus to infinity. Here's some of the lens mounts our ND Throttle, Polar Throttle, and DLX stretch adapters support for various camera mounts. We are big fans of Canon here at Fotodiox, and for a number of years, we shot all of our photos and videos with a Canon camera. For videos, we have since switched to Sony E-mount. We've got Sony a7S II shooting this video right now. But who knows, maybe eventually we will switch back to Canon if they start to offer better mirrorless camera options. We're excited that they've finally taken their first step into the full-frame mirrorless camera world, and we wish them the best of luck. If you have any questions about anything in this video, comment below. I'd love to talk to you. Click the links in the description below to get any of the adapters featured in today's video, and click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one. I'm Sean with Fotodiox. Thanks for watching.